All right, we're back with another behind the scenes session. Today, we're shooting the A Ma Maniére and Nike Air Force One Low hand wash cold. Listen, it's been a minute since I picked up a pair of Black Forces, sneakers that many know carry a certain reputation in the hood for their bold and unapologetic vibe. This pair stays true to that essence with the sleek minimalistic design, bold branding, and reflective hits. Perfect for capturing some moody, detailed shots. I'm going to take you through my setup, the shots I'm aiming for, and how I'm highlighting the unique textures and subtle details of this sneaker. Let's get into it. All right, what I'm about to get into is behind the scenes for one of my Instagram reels. What I'm trying to do here is that this sneaker here is going to be what we call the hero shot, and this sneaker back here is going to display the outer sole of the shoe. But what I'm going to do here is that this second sneaker that's in the back is just going to create depth, and I have my camera off here to my left, and I'm creating a depth shot. So my hero shot is here, focusing on this sneaker, and the sneaker back here is going to create depth, right? So my ISO is going to be at an 800, my f-stop at a 2.8, and my shutter speed is going to be, I moved it to a 1/50. So pretty standard. You guys can see that on my pink phone. That's my camera settings. All right, we're going to start recording and building this shot. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's bring in my stop motion arm. All right, so I'm gonna prop the sneaker up just like this. I'm gonna position the stop motion arm so it can balance and hold that sneaker nicely. Let's try that. That looks good. What I'm going to do next is, where's my tape? Boom. We're gonna pop the tape in, let the camera focus on it. I want the laces to be dynamic. These metal aglets are so cool on this sneaker. I have not copped or had a pair of Black Forces in a long time. And when A Ma Maniére makes a Black Air Force, I got the other pair that came out. Can't remember the name of it. Oh, the While You Were Sleeping pair. Cop that. Love those. Haven't worn them yet. I don't like the way it curls up. So let's do this. Let's see. And of course, my phone disconnects with the camera. Why? Because it doesn't give a fuck about me. Unable to join. Why? It lets me jump back in. And it did. Perfect. All right. And it disconnected again. So while this is happening, I don't come back into the scene. I'll cut all this out. Function failed. It's a software issue, obviously not a hardware issue. Good, we're back connected. I am going to take more tape. Let's place it here to anchor the back of the heel. My little bitty tape fell. Boom. It's good. I like the way that looks. So we're gonna go here with my other stop motion arm, that clamp. Now, the reason why I anchored the tape at the back of the heel, I can create this S snaking effect because the tape is anchored, and it creates, again, more dynamics with the lace. Let's place this here. As I said, we're using the second shoe to create depth. I'm gonna angle it a bit. Let's zoom in on that shot a bit so you can see what's happening and what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna back it up a bit now. So, you know what? Trying to keep you from seeing how messy my goddamn studio is, but I'm busy in here. Of course it's gonna be a little messy. So right now we're gonna bump this up to the f-stop. Let's bump it up to an 8. ISO is 800. So I went to a 1/10, right? So we're gonna take a shot there and see what that looks like. Let me show you guys my settings. So this looks exactly like it did when I had the 2.8 f-stop, 800, and I was like 1/50. So it looks the same. So I'm gonna do another thing called focus stacking now that I have it on the tripod. So I'm gonna take my shots and I'll explain where I took the pictures and exactly what focus stacking is. It's an editing skill. So let me bring you a bit closer so I can explain everything one last time. I'm gonna bring you in nice and tight. So now that you guys can see, so my first shot was here center mass. I took a photo there. My next shot was at the toe of the sneaker. My third shot was at the laces, and my fourth shot was right here down by the A Ma Maniére. So what I'm doing here is something called focus stacking. Is where I'm going to take 4 of these images, I'm going to place them on top of each other, bringing in the most focused shots that I took, and I'm going to make one photo out of it. So the picture looks really sharp, really clean, and it's going to give me the look that I want, right? So I'm not going to lose any part of the toe. I'm not going to lose any part of the lace. I won't lose the A Ma Maniére emblem, and I'll still have the whole shoe in focus. It's a little camera trick that I learned from working with jewelry, and that's how jewelry photographers get some of the crispest jewelry images. Also, learning how to use light helps.
The next day.
All right, so this is what I ended up doing. I am building the shot that I've done before. I did it with the brick by brick, the Nigel Sylvester joints. So let's talk about it. My other sneaker fell. So with the Nigel brick by bricks, I did this shot with one sneaker, but with these A Ma Maniére Air Forces, I like the 2 sneakers. Now, the image that I'm trying to create is as if the sneaker itself is hanging off a shelf. I mentioned in the caption of the A Ma Maniére that it gave me museum vibes, like a piece of art sitting on granite. I'm not sure if you guys can see, so I have both my A Ma Maniére boxes here. I have the sneakers on white foam blocks, and I have my bounce card. Hold on. Did it move back? All right, I can see it. All right, so let's talk about it. Move the camera back, didn't realize I was doing that. Right, so I have both my A Ma Maniére Air Force One boxes. I got the other pair here that I did not shoot. These are so clean. I love them. But anyway, like I said, it gives me museum vibes. So both the boxes as if it's a piece of art sitting on a slab of black granite. And I have my bounce card here off to the left, just adding a little bit more light just to fill this area so it doesn't get lost in the shadow. I'm still going with the gradient outside here with the light. It's all gonna look really nice. Let me actually bring over my camera so you guys can see. I still maintain the same settings of, you guys can see that, of 1/30 to allow a little bit more light in, f-stop of 7.1, and an ISO of 1600. It gives it a very nice shot. You guys can see that. I will most likely invert this image to make it look like it's sitting on a shelf, though it looks really nice the way it is right here. All right, let's take our, oh, it went down goes Frazier. Let me fix this. Oh, sneaker fell. Took too long to take the damn shot. Let's do it. Good. All right, let's take the shot. Move on to the next. Beautiful. So I think I'm gonna focus stack this because I don't want to lose any details of that second sneaker. So I took a shot here to focus on it, and I'm gonna take a shot over there to focus on the other sneaker. I do not want to lose detail of this shot at all. Let's take a picture. Beautiful. I'm gonna just take one more. Beautiful, perfect. All right, so I took 3 photos. Probably gonna take a 4th. The first one focused here. The other one focused on this heel, and I brought this into focus here. I think I'm gonna bring the top A into focus also. No lace play in this one. All right, I'm on, waiting for it. Boom, done. And that's a wrap on today's shoot with the A Ma Maniére Nike Air Force One Low hand wash cold. I wanted to play on the contrast between the premium black leather and the reflective accents, aiming for that clean, bold aesthetic, I want you to drop a comment with your thoughts on the final shots and how you rock this pair. See you in the next BTS, and I'm out.